Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm Naughty.
And today we are playing Naughty Bear, which came out in 2010 on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And it was made by 505 Games.
Yeah.
Who've got like a massive list of games that they've worked on.
Yeah.
And none of them I actually recognise.
Apart from Naughty Bear.
Apart from Naughty Bear, well, there was one other which they had their name attached to, and that was Payday 2. And I know that a few people played that one.
PC based. That was a big PC based.
Yeah. I think it did. I think it eventually went to consoles. I'm pretty sure it did.
Never played it.
Never played it. I never played a lot of 505 games, and you know, I played Naughty Bear the day I got the game. The day it came out, I was like, you know what? I saw the trailer for this game.
Yeah.
And it tickled my funny bone. I was like, you know what? There has not been a Friday the 13th game that really lets you go around and play out as a slasher.
Yeah.
As the killer.
As the killer.
And, you know, coupled with the fact that it's really cutesy bears, I just thought that contrast would work. And it did.
It
for
is.
about an hour. And then after an hour of me playing this game, I soon realised that the next hour was going to be exactly the same. Yet a little bit more frustrating. And I played it for about 6, maybe 9 hours, actually, before I got rid of it. I got rid of the game.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never going to play this again. I'm already frustrated and bored. And the game had such a good promise, such a good build-up, you know, and then clunky, repetitive gameplay eventually just left me really irritated playing this game. But for the first hour, I had this idea of what this game could be.
Yeah.
And you know, and I still say that for the first hour, I did actually have a lot of fun with it. Now, the concept is pretty straightforward. We're seeing here the game's pretty much only story is that Naughty Bear was not invited to Daddy's birthday party.
Daddle's party, yeah.
So Daddle's, and so he comes with a present of his own anyway to try and like make up for it.
And
he's laughed at him.
Yeah, they laugh at him. Yeah.
And so he's like, "Well, fuck you guys.
I'm gonna murder you all.
I'm gonna go on a killing spree." And so you've already just heard it in the background, and if you played the game, you know that the game is narrated throughout. Like this was a Saturday morning children's cartoon that's gone horribly, horribly wrong.
This game is amazing. I love this game. But like what you said, it's only good for a couple of a short stint, couple of levels, and then
Pick up and play and move on.
Then you've got to go play something else, because the one thing I don't like about this game is the point system.
Well, that's the whole point of the game, is to get a high score.
Yeah, but the issue is I think to get it past, you know, certain
milestones,
milestones,
bronze,
and releasing
silver,
the game.
gold.
No, get releasing the game to the public.
Right.
You know, you've got to give the players something else to go for instead of just going around bashing in teddy bears' brains.
Yeah.
You know, this is Manhunt with teddy bears.
Well, that's it. This game was massively inspired by Manhunt, and clearly influenced by Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, to the point where the game company offered a pre-order bonus for the Jason and Freddy suits, so that you can have the hockey mask or the Freddy hat and t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I think they might even actually be unlockables in the game, and I think you have to do a hell of a lot of content in the game to unlock them. And that was like one of the things that I was aiming for, because I never pre-ordered the game, so I didn't have them straight away, and it was like, I want those items. Maybe they will increase my scare power.
They do. You've got different suits. I mean, this is your
That's right.
This is
standard
your basic
Naughty Bear suit.
This is your basic standard, and as much as it's good, you want to unlock those other suits and then come back to the levels again
to replay the levels with better suits, so that you have better power. So as you can see here, the gist of the game is to go around and scare. Well, you initially need to scare the bears.
Yeah.
Before, so you get them to the point where they're in panic mode, so that they make foolish mistakes and they're easier to kill.
And then they kill themselves.
And hilariously, yes, you can force them to kill themselves with whatever weapon they're carrying. So if the bear is scared to death and he has a gun, he will shoot Fluff out of him, the stuffing comes flying out of the bear, and it's hilarious. The first time you see it, you know, you watch a bear shove a sword through his stomach. You know, you laugh. But
I do laugh. I'm sneaking around on this guy. Your basic controls are A, left trigger, and the directions.
yes,
You know, your left trigger is there to scare the bears, push them to that point, and that's what I mean. I'm a big stealth fan, and so all this hiding in the bush, you know, with the leaf, pretending I'm a plant, that's all cool. But I'm constantly looking up at this bar at the top and watching it count down.
that's your multiplier timer. So
Yeah.
what you need to do is build up scare combos, and that can include literally jumping out from nowhere and going bah!
Constantly.
and scaring them, or hiding somewhere. Or you can also get to the point where if you kill one of them in front of another, they will see it and also be scared.
Yeah.
Now, they can also go and arm themselves up and come and hunt you down and mercilessly kill you, which
Yeah.
they're very good at doing.
Which they're very good at doing. Especially, I'm waiting for...
Excuse me.
What I'm looking for is all the little things in the map. Like, for example, you've got the car over there, which
They
you
can
can
use it to
sabotage.
escape.
And then if I run up, I can combo him with the scare.
Yes.
You know, scare him off so he gets the idea to tell his friends. But then the friends will go to the phone and
ring
call the police.
Yes.
You know, so I'm going for the points at the bottom so I can unlock the next part of the level. But I don't want the police to turn up because they'll kill me.
Well, they will hunt you down, exactly. They will not be scared of you. And I like the fact that there's no speaking other than the narrator. I like the fact that the bears literally just make funny noises.
Yeah.
And it's all done with very cutesy, very simplistic facial animations. I think that they got that just right for the game's sense of humour.
Just watching these three guys. Oh, he's calling for help. Where's the phone? Right. If you see at the bottom of my feet with the bear, you can see there's an arrow. That will tell me.
That will tell you where...
He's calling the police.
Yep.
His buddy, he's come in. It's all gone into slow motion now, so I've gotten just enough time.
But they're violent towards you. They're not
they've
scared.
got machetes and axes and run, bear.
Now, Sunbeam is calling for help.
He's got to go for
So you
help.
can see that this is the first stage, and the difficulty does ramp up pretty quickly. And it's one of those games where you can spend quite a long time hitting a really high score, and then one of those bears with a handgun will just chase you down. And you're just like, I'm supposed to be the serial killer villain.
See, you can eradicate that whole part. You can
Yes.
kill all those people and get the high points. But as you
are
can
also
see,
on a time limit as well, in order to get the high score. And you need to get the high scores in order to unlock the other scenarios and to get the better outfits.
yes. And so at the moment, I'm after Daddles. Daddles is in there. He's the green bear with the party hat on.
Yeah.
And
Now
I've got to get him before he escapes. If I scare him too many times, he may decide to run away.
Yes.
And so I've got to try and
You'll fail
capture
the
him.
mission then, or the
Yeah.
scenario.
So down in the right-hand corner, we've got the mini map. All those red dots are bears.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes, and now they're aware of you at the moment.
So it's got the pressure of being quick and being stealthy at exactly the same time.
Yes. And at the same time, though, I think that the controls are really clunky. I think the camera angle can make you feel dizzy. I think that this game has a great concept. And, you know, I'd said that it's obviously inspired by Friday the 13th. And this year, Friday the 13th, the video game is coming out, which is Naughty Bear. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
But it's a multiplayer game. And I've watched people play the beta for that game, and I cannot wait, because this is the cutesy cartoon funny version.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the Friday the 13th game that's coming out is this game, but with the actual property of being Jason Voorhees, of having all of the different costumes of Jason Voorhees and his different abilities. And the only thing I'm worried about is whether that game will also suffer this game's fate of just being quite repetitive after a while. But I think the fact that it is a multiplayer game just ramps it up, because this game's multiplayer was an absolute failure on the Xbox. The day I got this game, I could never connect to anyone the first few days that I was playing with it. I never got to experience it at all. It was broken, so I'm seriously hoping for Friday the 13th this year. It's probably one of my most anticipated games.
I would like to play Friday the 13th, but yeah, after a while you're just going to be like, am I going to kill that blonde girl again? You know, hopefully they're more designed, but then is there going to be a story?
No, there's not really any story. It is literally, it's that setup though. I like the idea of the gameplay of the items just being randomized locations each time. The fact that Jason has these powers and he will hunt and kill all of you unless you manage to work together. I love the idea of not being able to communicate with the rest of the survivors straight away, that you have to go and find each other so you're in voice range to talk to each other. To go, I've got the key, have you got the battery? That sort of thing. I love that. I think that's great. And obviously somebody playing as Jason as well, just tormenting people, just like you do as Naughty Bear. So this really is the precursor to a great game type. It's just that this one just felt unfinished, unpolished.
This guy stood on a mine.
Yeah, he's afraid to take his foot off now, so you can just scare him off it. Yay!
And Daddles has gone insane, so he's probably... Oh, this guy's still alive.
So there are in this game what appears to be a great variety of weapons and traps and interactables.
Yeah.
But after like the third stage, it's all the same. You've already seen it all, and there just wasn't. There's not enough traps. There's not enough variety. Great idea, just not enough.
It depends on also the replayability. Like
The
if
replayability
you really
is
want
not
to,
there.
If you really want to be top of the leaderboard, it's
If you
going to
want
be
to.
it's going to be there for you. And people love that. They love the repetitive games and the chasing to the leaderboard just to beat the other person's score. So then they've got to work out how the hell you did it. It all works to a point. Like you said, enjoying it as Jason Voorhees. I'm hunting these people down. I'm a bear.
Yeah.
I'm hunting these people down in a room.
Yeah.
You know.
You've got to slowly scare them.
That's not Daddles.
And then kill them.
Where's Daddles gone?
And obviously there are optional objectives
There
to do
he
to get
is.
additional points.
Come here, Daddles. Come here. He's going to kill himself. Watch and enjoy this. You didn't invite me to your birthday.
Amazing combo.
You didn't invite me.
Himself.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Ah, right. Okay.
Unfathomable sacrification, was that?
Yeah. Daddles is dead.
But now you've got to return to Naughty's hut, or go and destroy the optional gifts, or go and scare the rest of the bears.
See, that's it. Now
So
that
you are
that's
also
all
on
done.
a timer. You only have the bronze medal at the moment.
But the level's done, and I could move on to the next.
The next
level.
scenario, yeah.
But, look at them. Look at them. They're scared.
So, interestingly, IGN gave one of the lowest scores I think I've ever seen IGN give. They actually gave this game a 3 out of 10.
Ouch.
And IGN usually are pretty generous with their review scores.
Why? What was their opinion of it? I mean, it's a bear killing other bears.
Well, I guess the reviewer kind of felt the same way that I did. That it was a great idea, just not finished right. You know?
It depends on which angle you're looking at.
It is. Like I said, if I'd not paid full price for it, I might have been more favourable towards it.
Yeah.
That said, I only enjoyed it for a couple of hours anyway, so I managed to get the trade-in value, and I was okay with that.
He's laughing at me. Oh,
the game does have a much higher score on Metacritic of 43%, and so it does have its fan base.
Yes,
it does have its supporters. The game did have several DLC expansions, which had added more scenarios, more skins, and more weapons. They did eventually release in 2011 a gold edition of Naughty Bear.
With all the
DLC and all the extra bits added on. And then in 2012, exclusive to the PlayStation Network, they released Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise, which was just a whole new sort of environment. But it was pretty much the same game.
Just different graphics, different placements.
It was the same engine, the same everything. It was just if you hadn't had enough of Naughty Bear, you had Naughty Bear 2.
Yeah.
And DLC. So the game did well enough to get that support to keep it going.
He's looking for his friend. His friend's dragging his leg. It's like watching it's not Sam, is it, from Evil Dead? Scotty. It's Scotty. It's like
the trees, Ash.
Naughty Bear won't let us leave.
It is. I mean, you can reimagine pretty much all your favourite 80s slasher movies with the cutesy bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a niche for everything, and you can flatten frogs too.
There isn't. If I remember, there is an actual overarching storyline though.
If there was, I really don't remember it. I mean, I know the narrator has there's a lot of fun in what the narrator has to say.
Yeah.
But really, it's
I
there's
think,
not that much story.
But no, I think with there's like 7 chapters and they're all broken down to like 5 or 6 different levels.
Yeah.
And
each one's like a new episode of the cartoon.
yeah, and obviously I've just killed Daddles, so then somebody else comes in to look for Daddles.
Yeah.
And then that person gets taken out by Naughty Bear and so on and so forth. So after a while, you've actually justified, I suppose, all the murdering of cute bears. This guy's on the phone. I'm going to strangle you with a phone cord.
I just remember that
camera angle.
victims start... They learn not to be victims.
Yes.
And the game did become very frustrating and very difficult.
That would've been
Especially when you're trying to scare them and they're just not scared of you no matter what you do. And it's just like, oh, come on. What?
You got to find inventive ways. He's
He's
got a gun.
He's got a gun. He's got a gun.
Oh, hide. He's lost me. He's lost me in the trees.
Where'd he
I'm
go?
watching you.
Kind of sound like worms.
Come on. Put that down there.
I think he's off to go call the cops or...
He probably is. Oh. What's it? We'll...
certain bears will obviously repair things that you sabotage.
Yes.
And they'll become wise to your actions.
And they actually listen for noise as well. So like smashing a window.
They'll come and investigate.
Like
I said, there's all these little great ideas which it just wanted more.
Yeah. Oh, he's chasing me. He's on the other side of that
If I'm
window
right,
now.
I think one of the... You can also trigger your own traps.
Yes, I can.
And that,
I can
again,
stand in my
very
own trap.
frustrating.
But you... Oh, I completely walked past it, right.
I can't remember if you can drag and hide the bodies.
No, they all stay out. Oh, he's got a gun.
Yep,
He's
he's not scared anymore no matter what you do.
There's
cake over there.
You leave
heal yourself a bit.
You leave the bodies there, and so when they see them, they get more and more scared. And that's where you use the broken machinery to lure them over. So if you take out the phone, you can take out the electrics, knock over like this little box. He'll come by it and be like, oh, I've got to tidy it away. So that gives you just enough time
to sneak up behind him and do what you need to do.
But then against the time limit.
Exactly, yeah. So you have to play the waiting game, but at the same time, whilst you're waiting for him to go that, you should be setting up your next trap or going and scaring the next bear.
Oh, good timing. He's going to look at that box. Is he?
No, he's still on the hunt. I think even if you jump out and scare him, you're just going to have to whack him. You're just going to have to kill him.
Yeah.
Nope.
With my machete.
So now he's scared.
Run.
And you got the bonus for destroying the balloons.
Oh, he's going to shoot himself.
He's insane.
He's insane.
Well,
he's insane.
It is a funny animation. Where is he going to do it? He's fallen over. He missed the trap.
Over. Gotcha. Go on, do it.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. See, it's... Yeah.
Oh. I didn't mean to do that.
So but that's it. I think we've already just shown everything that this game has to offer.
Yeah, if you're after the points and want to, like I said, be top of the leaderboard, where's my house over here? And you can go back for it, but it's not open for people anymore. They've gone past Naughty Bear, so you kill all the teddy bears, get all the points, move on to the next level.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna cut this episode slightly short. Slightly short. I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening. Ian, stop pulling that face at me.
I can't believe you said shite.
I can't believe it came out too. Lost my voice.
Yeah, stop saying it. No.
Okay, so I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next Friday with another video game. Of course, film reviews on Thursdays. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Shitely.
Oh, God.
Shortly.